guys, happy VEDA day 22. It is 5:25 p.m. and we just finished like our preschool readiness. Ah, did we just finish? Yeah, we did. So we just finished that, and we're actually changing the curriculum because we see her every week for an hour. Well, now because Alondra is 15 months old, we're now going every other week. So we'll be going every other week, which I think will be nice because, I mean, I know we only see her for an hour every week, but it's kind of nice that we'll get an hour back to actually have some family time. And like just now, Edom left to go to the grocery store. We're going to do carne asada fries for dinner, so I'm really excited about that because I've been craving carne asada fries. But now he's got to go to buy all the food and then still cook. So, you know, if we didn't see her today, we could have done that earlier and, you know, stuff like that. So anyways, not a big deal, but an hour will help, I feel like. So we're doing every other week now because she's at that age. So that's pretty cool. And we've been with her since Alondra was, is it a few weeks old or a month old? I mean, but she's known Alondra since, I mean, she's been created practically. Born practically. Been created doesn't sound proper. But like born, you know what I mean? I mean, she's known her since she was itty bitty. So it's kind of cool that she has that relationship with her and that she can like see her grow and stuff like that as well. So we like the program. But so yeah. So we had that. And then so to follow up from what I said this morning, which technically was in yesterday's vlog. So if you haven't watched yesterday's vlog, watch it and then fast forward, I guess, to the part where you see me in this red shirt. I don't know what part it's going to be at, but it's the ending part of the vlog. I explain what happened with the LAX position because I was offered the position, but then it was pretty much retracted. So I don't want to go into it in this vlog since I already explained how that whole works and everything. So go watch that vlog if you haven't yet. That way you'll understand what I'm talking about right now. So I went into work today and what, baby? You want a nurse? I've already nursed you. What? Here, let me distract you with something. Sometimes I feel like she doesn't want to nurse because she wants to nurse to eat. Oh, yep, you don't want that. I feel like sometimes she just wants just to have a little suckle because sometimes she'll latch on for like 2 seconds and then she'll be done. So sometimes I don't even think she really wants to like nurse to eat. Just think she wants it for comfort or I don't know what. All right, let me see what she wants because she's getting fussy and then we'll go into what happened at work today. Yep, literally just had 2 sucks and she was done. And now she's watching TV. I don't know. Anyways. So at work today, I talked with my manager and I was just like, hey, I just want to know if you got an email from so-and-so about my hours. And he was like, yeah, I do, but I'm kind of confused. What happened? So I explained to him the conversation that her and I had last night to like catch him up to speed. And he goes, well, he's like, I gave her your hours. He's like, doesn't she realize you're still working? So I don't know why your hours are such a big deal when I already gave them to her. Like she would think if you're full-time, she would realize every week you're adding in 40 hours. And I was like, yeah, you would think she would understand that unless math is just too complicated for her. I have no idea. I don't understand where she's not connecting the dots somewhere. And he's like, okay, well, let me, because she wants to know what your hours are up to this point. So let me find out what the hours are and I'll send her an email and we'll see what she says. I said, okay, great. So he found out my hours were 969 hours worked from October 1st up until yesterday, which would be April 20th. So sent that to her, and then she emails me at like 1 o'clock and is like, so I got your updated hours, and basically this is what we'll need to do in order for your hours to stay current, and in order for you to have the position, you'll need to stop working immediately. Forfeit all your vacation and all of your PPT time, because even if you use vacation and PPT time, that counts as hours worked, which I don't understand why if I take 8 hours of like an 8-hour vacation, why does that 8-hour vacation count towards hours worked? Because technically I'm not working. I don't understand. I'm not an HR person. And I don't know if that's all companies, but in the Delta world, it does. If you use vacation PPT, it still counts as your hours worked. So anyways, so I had to forfeit my 80 hours of vacation that I just got, so that's 2 weeks, and then I have like 100 and something hours of PPT. I'd have to forfeit all of that. So that's like over 3 weeks, right? I would get paid out on it, but I wouldn't get to use the benefit of actually taking time off, but still getting paid, if that makes sense. So yeah, she's like, and then you'd have to stop working. So that's basically stop working for 2 months and then start. First of all, I don't know if I could stop work for 2 months and not get paid. Second, I don't want to forfeit my vacation PPT. So I was just like very confused. So I got my main manager involved, who like oversees my manager. Got her involved, got him involved, and was like, I'm so confused by this email. Like, I don't understand what she's wanting. Like, is this even possible? Yeah, gorda, what, mommy? So then my main manager, like the big manager, was like, I don't understand what her problem is. Like, she's clearly missing something here. And my manager was getting mad for me. Was like, why is she doing this? Like, I don't understand, you know, what she's asking. Ew, somebody's smoking outside. So, oh, that damn fox. She found the fox. We were hiding it. So anyways, she's like, she said to my manager, you need to send her an email. Let's have a conference call because we need to speak with her. So I was like, oh, geez, here we go. So she went and spoke with her. And then as I didn't leave work till 4. I was supposed to leave at 3:30 today. But so they were talking to me and they were saying, you know, like, okay, so we pretty much have the kinks worked out, but we still need to double check and verify a few things. But basically, she was feeling bad. She didn't realize that you're like a corporate salaried person, apparently. How she didn't realize that, I have no idea. So clearly she didn't take the time to like see what I do for the company. She's like, she didn't realize that apparently, and she totally missed that. And she felt really bad about the situation and everything like that. So what she was saying, what she could do is work you 4 days a week, 16 hours a week. So basically I'd be working 4 days, 4-hour shifts. So each day I'd work 4 hours for 16 hours. That way I don't go over the 1,400 hour allotment for the year. And I was like, wow, I'd have to work only 16 hours a week. That's like, that's not making a lot of money, only working 16 hours a week. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, well, I guess I'd have to talk to my husband and see if we could make that financially work. And then while we're talking, my manager got another email and was like, wait a second, if vacation and PPT hours count as hours worked, even though I'm technically not working, that's why I'm doing this, but it does count as your hours worked, then they calculated my hours incorrectly, and I technically have like 1,066 hours if you add in my vacation PPT I used. So they were like, oh my God, we thought we had this all worked out, but now you've worked more hours. And then I was like, well, you also have to count into the fact too that I'm still going to be working because the potential start date wouldn't be June 1st. So then they were calculating that, and they're like, well, gosh, if we calculate your true hours now, which is 1,066 plus working up until maybe a week or before you have to move, you're going to probably be at like 1,300 hours, which gives her only 100 hours to use you. This might sound really confusing, and I'm trying to explain it the best I can, but I guess if you don't work for Delta, or if you don't understand like hour restrictions on work, then it probably doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I'm trying to explain it the best I can, so I hope it makes sense, guys. But yeah, so that basically only give her 100 hours to work with me, and that would only probably 100 hours from like June to September. I could only work probably 20 hours a month, and we don't even know if she would even finagle that to even let me work 20 hours a month. So now they're like, well, great, we thought we had this all worked out. Now we'll have to email her again and let her know what your true updated hours are. So I was like, great. So it's a pretty big, it's a big no. We're not going. I talked to Edom, and he was calculating. He was like, babe, he's like, we can't survive on that. That's like you probably making $800 a month, if that. And he's like, yeah, that's just not going to work. I'm not trying to move to like really struggle. Like we already were going to be a little bit tight, maybe paycheck to paycheck. Even moving to California on a lower, because I would take a big pay cut. But I mean, he's like, this is like huge. Like I'm not trying to go and struggle. Like that's not going to work. So. And I was like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah. So I'm pretty much going to go into work tomorrow and let them know it's not going to work financially at this time. But I mean, I'm honestly touched. I was getting emotional. Like the fact that my two managers were just going above and beyond to help me leave this department. I just found that shocking, honestly. I just didn't think they would go above and beyond to help me leave their department. Do you guys know what I mean? Like, you're helping me. It's not like I'm leaving Delta, but leave the department, though. I was just shocked that they were really, truly trying to help me. And I just felt like they were bending over backwards and calling her. And then they were going to HR to see how they could get this done. And I'm just touched. It means a lot to me. Like, it really does. So, yeah, I mean, and I'm just a firm believer that everything happens for a reason, as cliche and cheesy as that sound. I do think everything happens for a reason. Like, I do. And obviously this didn't work out, and maybe something better along will work out. And honestly, we really would prefer to go to San Diego. That's where his family is. But we were saying, okay, we'll do LA just to get to California. But maybe something better will come along for us. So I'm going to stay hopeful. I'm going to stay positive. I'm trying to look at the positive. I was really negative and really discouraged and pissed off this morning and yesterday. But now I'm kind of like, you know what? Now we can actually do the things we wanted to do to our apartment. You know, we can hang stuff up and fully decorate like we wanted to do, but we kind of were pausing because we weren't sure what was going to happen. And I mean, I'm still a tad bit annoyed that she would have overlooked something so major. If this is your job to hire, like, how could you overlook something like this? So I'm still kind of annoyed by that. I feel like my time was slightly wasted, but at the same time, I feel like interviewing experience is always great. It's always great to practice your interviewing, and it's really good. So, I mean, yeah, I got more interview experience, got a free trip to LA, although I would have rather stayed home with my baby, but it's not like I got to see LA. Plus I've been there before numerous times. But, so anyways, I'm trying to look at the positives, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah. So moving to LA is not going to happen. No. Unless, now, like, if she offered me a full-time position, then I can definitely do it, because there's no hour restrictions on full-time. So unless she pulls some wild card out of her ass and says, hey, you know what? Do you want a full-time position? Well, then, hey, sister, we're talking a different language here. Then, yeah. But it is what it is. So, yeah. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I'm still a little bummed, but I'm going to look at the positive. And, you know, I still have a job. We still have a roof over our head. All is good, right? We'll get to California eventually. Before she starts kindergarten, we will be in California. So, there's that. But, so yeah, that's the update. So I feel like I've taken you guys on a roller coaster ride with all of this, but I've felt like a roller coaster ride today. Like, today, honestly, at work was so hectic. I've been, like, was running around like a crazy person. Like, work was just nuts, like, as far as, like, actual work went. And then I had, like, you know, like a one-on-one with my manager. I actually switched managers. They switched them because they, like, reformatted how the teams work in my department. I'm not even going to go into that. So anyways, it's just been a long day. And then talking with my old manager and my other big manager on this whole, like, LAX position. I just feel like today's been exhausting work-wise. So I'm really excited for carne asada fries and to just chill out and be with my family, honestly. I just need it. I just feel like, honestly, last week and this week has been so hectic. I feel, like, exhausted. I don't know if that makes any sense. But anyways, I feel like I'm rambling. So that's the update with that. So yeah, but look on the bright side, right, guys? But, yeah, I don't have anything else. So I'm going to go, and I'll check with you guys later. For dinner, we got carne asada fries, which we love. The only thing we're missing on this is guacamole, because our avocados were bad, so we couldn't use them. But got the sour cream here, and then the salsa verde. And yeah, just, it's basically meat, potatoes, well, french fries, but he makes the french fries from scratch, and then cheese, and it's frickin' bomb.com. So yeah, so I'm gonna load my plate up and eat, because girl, I'm hungry. Gorda's already eating hers. Is that delicious, baby? Hey guys, it's 10:03 p.m. I can't believe I stayed awake past 8 o'clock. I'm a party animal. Not really, but anyways, I'm in the laundry's room in case you're like, where are you? I'm in the laundry's room. Just got done taking a shower, and I'm going to go to bed because I'm tired. I think we watched 2 or 3 episodes of Making a Murderer. I could have probably watched another one, but Edom was the one that actually was like, I'm tired, I want to go to bed. And I was like, let's watch it. You guys, if you watch my O.J. Simpson it's not a rant, but I was watching The People versus O.J. Simpson. If you haven't watched that vlog, I'll put it down below. I thought it was going to be a lot more controversial. I think I only got like one rude comment, and basically the person just said I was dumb. Or no, he said I was naive and that my man was the smart one in the relationship. But whatever, I don't care. But yeah, so if you watch that video, a bunch of you told me like, oh my god, wait till you watch Making a Murderer. I am like, oh my god. So right now I'm at the point where they basically forced and led the nephew of Stephen Avery to, you know, make up the story. So that way the police can have solid evidence, you know, a statement that, you know, Avery did it. So yeah, that's the point where I'm at. And I'm just like, oh my god, just the whole talking to a minor without a parent just blows my mind. I mean, that's not allowed, and you're taking that child out of school. Just, man, I this rant could go on forever. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. I have family members in law enforcement, so I'm sure if I say anything bad about law enforcement, I will be hearing about it, and they would be pissed because, you know, according to my family, there's no such thing as corruption in law enforcement. So, but I clearly believe different. But anyways, I'm just gonna leave it at that. So yeah, so I'm not trying to piss off my family members because they won't be pretty. But anyways, but yeah, so my mind is blown, and I'm just baffled by so far what I've been watching. So far I think I've only watched 3 episodes, so I mean I still have more to watch. So I'm just curious. I just want to Google right now like what happens, because I'm like dying to know, but I'm not going to. But anyways, so yeah, we were watching that, and I'm just like hooked, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So yeah, so if you have watched Making a Murderer, I definitely suggest you watch The People versus O.J. Simpson. It was on FX. I don't know if it's on demand, or I doubt it's on Netflix because it just ended a few weeks ago. But, I mean, try to find it. If you have watched People versus O.J. Simpson, let me know what you think. If you have watched Making a Murderer, let me know what you think. But yeah, because I'm just like, oh my gosh. But anyways, I'm going to go to bed because, like, I could probably talk about this forever. So I'm gonna go to bed. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, subscribe for more videos. Bye.